Hold on to me. Don't let me go.
It's time for another movie with those mischievous minions. Hey, I've got a good plot. This time they could be like bugging a billionaire.
Do the effects wear off?
So far, no, they don't.
But the star of this flick isn't Felonious Gru. It's billionaire Ed Bosarge. Let's call him Houston's husband of the year. And his team of overpriced lawyers. In 1 month, Bosarge paid them more than $1 million. In 1 month, Bosarge is accused of spending more than $1 million on his Russian girlfriend and her family. Jewelry, cosmetics, and clothes can get expensive. All while leaving his wife of 30 years, Marie Bosarge, drowning in debt.
Is the plan to sort of squeeze her out financially so she can't afford to continue the fight?
No, it's not at all.
Well, what is it?
We're not going to discuss the case with you. Wayne, have a good day.
And the minions? In this movie, there's a mysterious group called Friends of Marie, accused in court documents now of tampering with and threatening witnesses, even extortion. Exhibit A, a sign that says "Justice for Marie," left on a tree at one of Ed Bosarge's houses by a small group of protesters.
She was married and in love. She gave him 30 years of her life. 30 years. You can't give it back?
It's so scary that Bosarge's team of lawyers now want an emergency court hearing to stop Marie's alleged minions.
It's 50-50. I want what's fair.
They point to flyers demanding investigations by the FBI and IRS. They suggest to follow the money trail from QuantLab Financial, the financial trading firm that made Ed Bosarge an awful lot of his money. Quoting, "Friends of Marie are now sending threatening letters to the wife of a witness, alleging they will put both of them and petitioner in prison for a very, very long time." After all, the minions have already been in jail before. Look, I've been called all kinds of stuff, but now it appears I'm going to be falsely accused of being some kind of commander of the minions.
Because I was wondering, under what circumstances would we use this?
Some kind of Dr. Nefario.
Force is the new weapon you ordered.
Some evil practitioner of the First Amendment.
South Dakota gives trusts sweeping protections and secrecy.
And the Bosarge story is making international headlines. Bosarge has left his partner of 30 years in financial ruin, $170,000 in back property taxes alone. But most of the money is owed to lawyers. Battling a billionaire in court, well, it's an uphill slog. It's been a month since Marie Bosarge asked Judge Chip Wells for the right to use some of the couple's money to fight back. But that's not why there have been so many headlines. The Bosarge case has exposed a curious tax haven right here in the United States. The billionaire is accused of fraudulently moving up to $2.3 billion into secretive South Dakota trusts. But it ain't your mama South Dakota anymore. There's up to $3.2 trillion moved there to avoid taxes. A lot of it could be foreign money, something that seems funny even to the chief judge of the state's highest court.
While many people may find a way to fly over South Dakota, somehow their dollars find a way to land here.
That doesn't bode well for Marie Bosarge. Lower courts in South Dakota have already denied her right to pierce the secret South Dakota trust. Marie owes her lawyers in the South Dakota legal case nearly $500,000. But did she ever really stand a chance up there? One of her lawyers is Patrick Getzinger from the law firm of Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore. Her lawyer. You know what else he does? He sits on the Governor's Trust Task Force, and he's been there since 1997 when the darn thing started.
This legislative body
who has seen fit to work with the industry and with the trust companies, with the attorneys, with the families, to make this state a premier trust jurisdiction in the country.
On the law firm's website, Getzinger gets credit for helping set up the secret rules that Marie's now having to fight. He also sits on the association that represents the secret trusts. And look who's been the lobbyist for those trusts, attorney Tara Fisher. The registered agent for the Trust Association? You guessed it, Patrick Getzinger. He's Marie's lawyer, remember? We even called a law professor up at the University of South Dakota so we can get some help trying to get through this shield of secrecy. But Thomas Simmons says he couldn't talk to us either. He's on that task force too. They've got all the bases covered. And that leaves Marie Bosarge only one real option: seek justice from Texas courts and Judge Chip Wells.
It's frustrating. It's my money, it's my money too. That's what's so frustrating. We earned that money together while we've been married.
Ed's lawyers now want to complain to the judge that all this negative publicity will mess with the prospective jury pool. They want the minions to stop bugging the billionaire. Stay tuned.